What's up? It's Robert from Existence First. Today we're going to take a sneak peek into some of the questions from the Mensa IQ test. You may or may not have heard of Mensa. It's a high IQ organization that in order to get in, you have to go take their IQ test and score in the top 2%. Now, one of my favorite entrepreneurs, Ty Lopez, is in Mensa. Very, very smart guy. And in 2017, I decided to go take the test. So I went to this local spot here in Sunnyvale, California. I took the test. There were about maybe like 8 other people in the room also taking the test. And lo and behold, I passed. So here's my Mensa ID card. You can see my name's on it, but I covered the ID numbers so that you can't make a fake copy and pretend to be me. That being said, let's jump into what did some of these questions look like? How did I prepare for it? And then I have a word to say on how emotions are actually more important than intelligence. But let's get into it. So what you got to do is go to the Mensa website, mensa.org. Then you click on Workout, New Mensa Challenges, and you click on the 30 question workout. They used to have like a sample test, I think, and I don't see that right now, but this workout has some of the same questions from that sample test. So let's go through some of them, not all of them, because some of them are boring, to be honest. Like that one's boring. A lot of the math ones are boring. Because you just write algebra equations to solve it. Like this one, what is the number that is 1/2 of 1/4 of 1/10 of 400? Well, 400, a tenth of that is 40. A quarter of 40 is 10. Half of 10 is 5. So there's the answer. Boring question. Okay, here's one that I remember seeing, a type of question that I remember seeing on the exam when I took it. Which of the following designs best completes the sequence? So you got to figure this out. Well, it's green in the middle, then it's green on the outside, then it's green in the middle, so it should be green on the outside. But there's 2 of them. So how do you pick which one? Well, this is a hexagon, hexagon, circle, circle. So that one. Next. Here's another good figure one, okay? So this little weird thing goes from here to up there. Then it goes down, then it goes up, then it goes down. So it should be up again. But there's 2 answers that have it up there. So then you have to look at what's the meaning of these things, right? Well, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it goes to 3, and then it goes down to 1. Well, it only applies to the ones where this little lever thing is down at the bottom. If it's up like that, it goes 2, 4, so I would expect either 6 or 8. Definitely not 1. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll go with that one. Fill in the missing number. First, I thought like, oh, it's each number is the sum of all the numbers before it, because 0 plus 1 plus 1 is 2. And then, when I did 3 is 2 plus 1 plus 1. No, that doesn't work. 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. So then I was like, so what is it then? So maybe it's just the 1 plus the 2 is the 3. So then 5, I realize, is 2 plus 3. 8 is 3 plus 5. 13 is 5 plus 8. So it's just the sum of the last 2 numbers. So 8 and 13, you add those together and it's 21. Which same 3-letter word can be placed in front of the following words to make a new word? So because this was 3, I was thinking re-sign, but no, that's 2 letters, not 3. So undone is a word, but that's 2 letters. Duct makes me think aqueduct, but that's 4 letters. Found is very general. Firm. Then I thought, oh, confirm, C-O-N. So does that work? Contract, condense, confound, conduct, condone, consign. Yes, that works. So CON is the answer. When I got into Mensa, I started going to some of their gatherings. They had little get-togethers at people's houses. I went to these houses of random people I didn't even know. What else? Oh, I met up with them at Starbucks. And what I can say is that intelligence, yeah, it's valuable, but it's not everything. And one thing that I really admire about people is emotional toughness, emotional fortitude. So now I'm going to play an excerpt from an audiobook. This is a business audiobook that I've been listening to, written by a very, very successful person. And what he's saying here is that he knows a lot of intelligent people, but because they don't have the emotional toughness, the ability to handle pressure, they don't succeed as much as he does. It's very insightful, and so take a listen.
I've had some very smart friends who I have kept in touch with. One person in particular was a total genius, and he never made it. He has a nice job working for an accounting firm, but he went out recently to buy a house, and he was a basket case. He called me and asked, "Do you think I'm making a mistake? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so nervous. I'm buying a house. I mean, what do I do? Do I borrow?" He was devastated over the fact that he was buying a house. After he bought the house, this brilliant guy called me and said, "I bought a house. Do you think I did the right thing? I have a mortgage. Oh my God, will it be all right?" Here's a guy with a 180 IQ, and he cannot sleep and he cannot have sex with his wife because he's so stressed.
All right, so that's an example of how emotions need to be handled. And that's the whole point of this channel, Existence First, is I, as a human being, want to use my intelligence to take control of my emotions, right? And then taking control of my emotions controls my physiology. Outer brain, limbic system, outer brain, emotional brain, and reptile brain. And that's my philosophy. I mean, I want to look up to humans, and I want us to use our intelligence to get rid of these social problems that we have, whether it's child abuse or whether it's social inequality. We need to get smart. Okay. All right. Think deeply and put your existence first.